This wasn't how it was supposed to go. We were supposed to secure the package and be in and out clean. Instead, the whole thing's been one disaster after another.
Quarry, September 9th at 10/9 Central, only on Cinemax.
At no extra cost. Later on, your child can buy more, up to $100,000 in total protection, regardless of their health or job.
Hi guys, Mr. Ruffles here. We've completed the Der Eisen Easter egg now, and this is
Give your child a head start for just pennies a day. Call for free information.
going to be a comprehensive guide telling you exactly how
Or go online.
to do it. There is a lot of misinformation floating around right now about the start of this Easter egg. I want to be extremely clear here. The first step is to upgrade a bow. It doesn't matter which bow it is, and I have guides on my channel for all four, easy to follow, so feel free to click through to them.
Field report.
Those and upgrade a
German war
bow to
machine
start this Easter
commandeered
egg
suffered a
off.
malfunction. And when I say malfunction, I mean it took an
It doesn't have to
RPG
be
right to
all
the
of the bows,
face.
just get one. Anyhow, I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Let's slow things down. First of all, upgrade a bow. Once that is done, you need to go back to the Knight's Tomb and grab the original bow. That's the upgraded bow behind the tomb. Yes. You're using a regular bow here, but you can't do
Attempts
this
to
step
recover the missing test subject
until
have
you've
already hit a
upgraded the bow
snafu.
in your game. If
Dempsey
you try and do it
1.0
before
is
you
currently strapped to a German
upgrade a
rocket
bow,
bound for
it
the
will not
moon.
respond and nothing will happen. You're going to use this to shoot the orbs above the teleporter in the Undercroft, and they should turn gold. Make sure you shoot all of them, and when they're all gold, you'll know it, because you'll hear this weird Margwa growling noise. The growl signifies that you are now on what we refer to as the Wisps step. As soon as that growl sound plays, an electric blue wisp will spawn somewhere in the map. There are a specific set of locations
Knife wants to
I'm
stay
going to show you now. There's a spawn on the table opposite the revive machine in the spawn area. There's a spawn next to the wheel of the car, just double tap, so that's when you slow going up towards double tap. The car is on the left side.
Real messy if I run out of
There's also one
bullets.
in the room above double.
It's ripped off an
So you need to
AWOL.
go
I have
up
no
these
means to
stairs
secure
and
the safe
along that
extraction of
walkway
the
into the
subject.
room.
Guess I'll
It's
have
the
to
same room as
improvise.
the Wonder Sphere, and it's on
Proceeding
this
as
box to
planned.
the left as you go in. There's a spawn on top of the
Ah,
globe in the room
Nearly
adjacent
broke
to
a tooth
Sam's
off the
room
outer
in
shell.
Max's house. In that same building, in the power switch room, there is a chance for a win to spawn on this telephone on the wall here. Then inside the church, there is a spawn on the clock, which is above where one of the dragon head locations is. Also in the church, there's another spawn if you're
I know by
facing the
now that anything can be
M8A7
useful,
wall.
even
By
Richtofen.
it's to your right. Last one is in the building that we called the barracks. It's on the way from the church to the clock tower, and you can find it just elevated on this shelf. So now that you know all of the locations, you're probably wondering what the point is in the rift. The idea is that after that
Not the weirdest thing I've seen today, but it's up there. Now, you're making me mad.
Also activate it with things like Grenade Line and stuff like that, but for now we just use the bows because they're the most reliable. This is an example of me hearing the Margwa sound, seeing the wisp straight away, shooting it with a bow, then it spawns somewhere else in the map. So with their bow, and then it spawns near me again in a different location, so I shoot it again.
This is Griffin Come in. This is list. Over. Christopher, is that you? When we didn't hear from you, we felt the worst. You're not Doctor. It's me, Edmund. Any reports from the child? You wrote here.
Saying noise again. And this means that there is another wisp in the map for you to shoot. You need to shoot four wisps open. So you need to find a wisp, shoot it, another will spawn, shoot it, another will spawn, shoot it, and the locations are random. So you need to assign the players in your team to specific areas of the map so you can find these bad boys before time runs out.
Ain't a problem this can't solve.
Very clear, not succeeded, and you have to wait until the next round. Then in the next round, the Magua will groan again, and you've got to find those wisps before the time runs out.
That looks like a hell of a nice rifle.
You're going to try again next round.
They're barking up the wrong tree.
You should definitely keep an eye out for any locations that I can in this video, just in case there are some super rare ones that I didn't see. You'll know for certain if you've succeeded because the light on the bottom of the teleporter in the undercroft all players in game to come and stand on the teleporter. It will automatically, you don't have to buy it, teleport you to a black and white map. You'll see Dr.
Fresh
Groff
supplies coming in.
is the man talking to you in all of the intercom messages you hear.
This is Griffin Station. We have an update.
Playing Eisendracher, and while he's talking, he will
Dr. Grove, have you made any progress?
type a key onto the screen
Yeah, Doctor.
next to
The machine is ready. Innovating the conduit.
you need to write down or remember what it is that he types in. So you'll see it appear here, top to bottom. Write down the code. So for example, it could be circle, diamond, circle, or circle, diamond, lightning bolt, something like that. You're only in this room for a short space of time, so one of your players should be dedicated to writing down or remembering that code. The others have other fish to fry. There are 2 items you need to collect. One is super duper obvious. It's a blue canister of souls that you're going to use a little later on. The other item is much harder to see, but it's still fairly easy to pick up. You need to go over to this area of the room. Thank you, by the way, to Razeland Zombies for this image and to Chucky for the next one. You'll find the fuse in the red circle on this picture here, and in this image you can see the fuse itself, just if you want to have a look at it or something like that. There's another item in this room, the Keeper Slab, but for now we're going to leave it here. Now that you've got the fuse, and you've got the souls, and you've got the code as well, you're ready to do the next step. One quick caveat, if you didn't manage to get those items, then don't worry, you can go another round and teleport back to the room using the same method as before with the Magua. Oh, one thing to bear in mind here, when you get teleported back into the map, you'll be in the rocket launch zone. And there is a fairly good chance that the rocket will begin to launch just as you arrive. It happened to us multiple times in a row, so be very wary of. Everybody should be on the same wavelength. You're probably going to want to group up and all use the Wonder Spear to get out of there. There's also going to be a Panzer that's going to spawn, so watch out for that bad boy. I recommend you ignore him, fling yourselves back into the map, and then the Panzer will obviously follow you and will jump into the map outside double tap, but it's much safer to kill him there than by the rock. Okay, that's for sure. I'm using some gameplay from my teammate Reed here, just because he was the one in our match when we completed the Easter egg to put the fuse into the death ray generator. Spoiler alert, that's what you need to do. Go up to the death ray generator here and put the fuse into it in this side. I hope you kept that key handy from Gruff's room, because once you've set the generator to protect instead of destroy, you're going to come to the panels here and input Gruff's code. Gruff's code will change each round, so make sure that you do all of this in the same round, and if you fail, you've got to go another round and try again. If you put the code in correctly, Groff's safe in the teleporter room will open, and there are two items in there that you need to pick up. The first is a pair of tubes which you're going to use for the death ray in a moment, and the second is a gold floppy disk which I believe contains the castle's rocket launch codes. Now you need to go back up to the death ray, and you're going to use that pair of tubes to fix the death ray, I guess, by slotting one into this death ray pillar here, and the other into the death ray pillar on the opposite side of this little area. It's now time to play Simon Says. Yep, moon throwback all up in here. I love it. But first, very, very importantly, you need to switch the death ray itself on the generator from protect to destroy. Or at least I'm pretty sure it's destroy. You're going to play a memory game now with the computer panels. You can find A next to the clock tower and B next to the rocket launch pad. I recommend you do this in the following way. Split your team up into two pairs, pair A and pair B. Pair A are going to be way away from the panels just to make sure that pair B don't have too many zombies to deal with while they're activating the panels themselves. Pair B will be made up of someone playing the game with the computer, with the panels, and the other person should be protecting them at all costs. You don't want to make it any more difficult for the person playing the game with the computer to finish the game successfully. The game is very straightforward. When you start it off by holding square on the panels, you'll see 4 symbols on the 4 lower panels, and you've got to remember which symbol is on which panel. You need to go and hold square on the panel that previously, at the beginning of the game, showed you the circle symbol. Then the upper panel will show you another symbol. Maybe it will be a lightning bolt. If that's the case, you need to go and hold square on the panel that previously, at the beginning of the game, showed you the lightning bolt symbol. Do this enough times, the computer will just keep showing you symbols, and you'll get a success chime sound, and if you've got them all right, and your death ray generator switch is on the correct setting, you'll notice that one of the spiked balls of the death ray itself will be glowing. If that's what you're seeing, then great job. If it's not what you're seeing, maybe try switching the death ray control setting to the opposite setting that you previously had it on, and then try the game again, just to see if that makes it work. You need to play the game in the rocket launch area on top of the launch pad and next to the clock tower, and if you do both of them successfully, both the death ray balls will be lit. If you've got to this point, A, congratulations, you're doing really well, hopefully the guide has been useful so far, and B, get ready for something super cool to happen in game. On the back of the death ray generator, you'll see a green button. It's lit. Pause this video, press the green button, take a brief look at the death ray balls, and then I recommend you take a look into the sky.
Is your contempt for me finally diminishing by simple-minded Russians? secure the American test subject.
Dempsey 1.0 just made an abrupt return to Earth, and with him, he's brought a present for you. The Vril generator is going to be just next to the rocket on the snow here. You're going to pick it up, and if you guys remember, the Knight's Tomb has a slot for this bad boy that is just the right shape. However, we're not going to actually go and slot it in just yet. First, we're going to go another round and complete the Margwa step again, so that we can go back in time. So, again, you've got to do all of the wisps, do what you did before.
Proceed with operation. Security protocol 935.
Side, you'll teleport to Gross.
No, actually.
Instead, the room will be
Who the fuck was that?
and after a certain amount of time, this box will open, and inside a stone slab that you need to use for the next step. I recommend you basically stand next to the box, just stand square the entire duration of your time in the room, just to make sure that you can start the time. Now that we have secured that stone slab, we can come down to the Knight's Tomb, place the Vril generator inside the slot, and out of the tomb will spawn an ethereal keeper. It will wander through the map before stopping in one of 4 locations. When it's stopped, there will be a white circle
Never
on
turn
the
down a
floor
free
just
reload.
in front of you. What you've got to do is stand inside the circle, and then around your screen, on the edges of your screen, you'll see a glow, a vignette. This is the first step to a soul capturing step. It's fairly straightforward. You've got to look at the colour of that glow.
The security feed has so much alarming.
Red, then that means you need to use the
Going on down there?
bow to collect souls in front
Stories
of the
Richthofen's told
float
about this
into the
place.
split next to the
Wonder if
keyboard
this
where
was
it
his
stands.
room.
You have to be inside the
This guy a
circle
friend of
while
yours,
you're doing
Richtofen?
it, and if there are more players inside the circle gets bigger, so it's advantageous to have as many people in the circle as possible, as you'll A, get loads of zombies, so you'll be able to fill the souls nice and quickly, and B, you'll have plenty of space to move around in to make your life a little easier. Keep in mind, the zombies only give you souls if they are killed with the elemental bow that your bow is telling you to use. So, purple glow, purple bow. That's the only way you can fill individual tablet, and there's one tablet for each player. As such, one tablet for each bow. One of the 4 locations is
I get
outside
sick of
double
it
tap near
sometimes.
that
I
one
really
wisp.
do.
This one is a little different to all the others because in order to actually collect souls here, you need to use the stone slab that you've just picked
That's
up
the power
so that the
on.
keeper can actually start charging. As you can see here, we're shooting the zombies with the correct elemental bow. The souls are flowing into the keeper. The keeper then moves on to the next location. 4 bows total, pretty straightforward stuff. When you're done with your final bow, the keeper will turn solid, just like you're used to seeing them on Shadows of Evil, and it will wander
You know the
down
saying,
to the
see a
other
penny,
bow.
pick it up.
It will go into the
All day
center
long,
of the room,
you'll have a
down there where
penny.
the pyramid used to be, rise into the air with these big red lasers shooting through it, again,
What is this
just
place?
like Shadows of Evil.
What exactly was Group 935 trying to achieve?
You need to notice the fact that one of the souls canisters in the MPD is missing. Turns out, earlier in our game, we already picked up that very soul canister. So you need to go over to the missing
Bring it on! I got a killer on ya!
hold square, plop the canister in its place, and then you're onto one of the most crazy Easter egg steps in Call of Duty Zombies history. Probably the most crazy. Obviously, in your game,
Don't
you've
suppose
already
anyone
got
else
the
feels like
Ragnarok
lugging this
DG4.
around.
Great stuff. You need those to be charged up, and what you need to do is have all 4 members of your team standing on the 4 blue squares you used previously to
Should I
activate
use
the
this to
pyramid
cover my
and start
front,
the
or
anti-gravity
to cover
working
my
there.
ass?
There'll be lots of glue on the floor, and
I'll
you'll have
take all the
little
help we can
triangles on
get.
them. Before I go any further in this
Dragon pal's real hungry. Okay, keep your distance. What? Got a bone to pick or something? Did your mother ever teach you manners? Gotta keep an eye on that ammo. Time to riddle them with bullets. Think twice next time. Oh yeah, there won't be one. Feeding time, dragon breath! So, I'm outnumbered, huh? This could get interesting. Think you brain junkies got me surrounded? I got you exactly where I want you. Not in the mood for giving out hugs, freak bag. Gather round, it's gonna be a bloodbath. Come on, guys, how about a little breathing room? Come on, let's see what you got. Let's go play Aim the Arrow on the freak bag.
Big Stoppin, I'm observing your current actions. I must confess to being alarmed. Would you care to explain exactly